Peace, family. This is Brother Dooley, aka the Beantown Ghetto Shaman. I hope everyone's having a great day, morning, evening, whatever time you're watching this video that I'm making for the people out there. Just did a wonderful Reiki session on myself and did some chanting, and I just feel really at peace, and I feel great. Feel really really feel real relaxed. And it's interesting, sometimes I just share my experiences with people to help motivate them, or even to for people that aren't familiar with certain things that I'm into. Maybe it might be something that might have people to look into and check out. But what's interesting, family, is that Reiki, I came across Reiki maybe I had to be probably over 10 years ago. It is 2016, yeah, even more longer than 2000, even longer than 10 years. So I'm saying maybe, the early 2000s. But I learned Reiki through a store I used to work at. Actually, it was a metaphysical bookstore called Unicorn Books, and I had the great opportunity to work there at the time. And it's a great bookstore. Had great information on spirituality, metaphysics, different occult information, different things, and met a lot of great people working there. There were a lot of great authors and teachers that would come out of town and do workshops and stuff. But it was interesting. It was a woman I used to work with there. Her name was Janaki. Haven't spoke to Janaki in years, but she taught me Reiki, and she initiated me into Reiki. It's 3 levels to Reiki in traditional Usui Reiki. And at first, when I first had a Reiki session with her, I didn't really feel anything, to tell you the truth. I felt what can I say, like little energetic tinglings on my body. But then when I started to learn how to do Reiki myself, I started to do my own personal healings, because with Reiki you can do healings for other people, and you could do it for yourself as well. And I noticed with the Reiki I could take away my headaches. If I had a headache that would come up, it would help me if I was feeling depressed, or feeling anxious, or even sad or whatever. It was a great tool that I noticed that could really help along the levels of one's mood. Let me put this window down because got all these people outside. Yeah. So what was interesting is that's where I noticed, I was like, it could really help with, it was very mood stabilizer in many ways. I'm making this video because, there's a lot of people out there that suffer from anxiety, depression. You have a lot of children that are labeled, have a lot of hypertension or whatever, or considered ADHD and stuff, and giving these children Ritalin and different things that aren't really good for people at all, especially children. So Reiki could be a really great tool for people that might have certain issues along the level of their mood or mental state, and it just reminded me this morning, just, got up and did some Reiki over my auric field. And it's just a reminder of very importance to really clean your aura every day. And I was on my Dean. I was really, at one point, I was every day doing that, and you will feel the difference. Like, woo, this, I'm just feeling great energy coming up. Feeling a lot of peace within yourself. And so, sometimes when you have to, sometimes people, including myself, might be really into it and then fall off a little. Yeah, it's a constant cycle of rebuilding yourself always. And so something told me today, I was like, maybe take some more time for myself this morning and do some of this healing work, this energetic healing work. And it just felt like the only way I could describe it felt like things just melting away off of me on an energetic level, like tension, different things. And it was, and from the session I felt beautiful, man. It felt very good, man, at peace. And this is something I encourage people to do more often, and I'm saying this even for myself, to have that part of my back to my schedule again, because we live in a society in a lot of ways, especially here in America, in the West, where it's so gotta go, work on the schedule, gotta do this, gotta do that. And sometimes we don't take enough of time for ourselves to nurture ourselves, to make peace with our own selves. And because it's important, and if a person's going like some energizer battery, eventually that battery is going to run out, and that's where sickness comes up, be it mentally, physically, spiritually, or whatever. Came from a poetry reading last night, which was really dope. It was at the Milky Way. Had some real talented people that was really spitting some real good stuff, and I even got on the stage, did a little something myself. But it was a sister I heard that, I don't know if I met her or not, but she died in her early 30s, man, of a heart attack. And I was really meditating on that, thinking about that even this morning. And I was saying to myself, wow, it's just a lot of, just hearing a lot of, and it was a tribute to Dilla. They was talking about Jay Dilla, the host Nomadic, and my homeboy Ofats. If you're hearing this, they did a mission to Detroit, helping some youth out there, and it was a tribute to Dilla, and it just reminded me, thinking about all these different things about people's physical health, and people are too young to be, having these heart attacks, and in their early 30s, and all these, even Dilla, different people passing away very early. So health is important, and doing these type of things, the mental physical connection, you know, and just from a personal level, just walking outside and interacting with people in the world. There's thought forms, and I remember scientifically they said that thought has a atomic weight to it. So thoughts are considered to be physical. They can be classified as a part of physical reality. So you could be on a train, you could be on a bus in traffic, driving or whatever, and people's thoughts could be colliding. People could be on a highway, stuck in traffic, mad or whatever, because the traffic's not moving fast enough, and people mentally might be sending mental dots to you, like, and that's why it's important to do these inner cleansing, this cleansing, the Reiki, and all these things. And because we take a physical bath to keep clean, to keep our physical clean. So it's important to do the energetic cleansing as well. And you'll feel it, you'll feel more lighter, you feel more at peace, and things will not get to you as much as maybe they would before. And along with the Reiki and the energetic cleansing, I do my chanting, in the morning as well. And chanting is very powerful as well, finding some particular chants that you resonate with, be it whatever spiritual tradition or that you really have a connection with, and there's many different cultural traditions out there that have a lot of different powerful chants, you know what I mean? So exploring that. I was doing some Sufi chants this morning with my Reiki. And again, like I said, a lot of tension, a lot of different things that I just felt like I was holding on to, just felt like it was just letting go, just letting go. So I wanted that message for the people this morning, for those who might be listening to this, and really letting them know to look into it. There's people, various Reiki teachers around the world that can initiate you into this, and there's different forms of Reiki. I've been through many different schools of thought of Reiki, Shambhala Reiki, Rising Star Healing System, studied pranic healing, did Kundalini Reiki, different stuff, Usui Reiki, and they all have each of them have their own distinct type of energetic signature that comes along with it. So finding something that you resonate with is peace. Reiki just didn't start in Japan with Dr. Usui. Energy healing has always been around I think since humans been around, and as you know, a lot of times to activate that energy, you could use just something simple as the breath, which can activate that chi. Because I have a history with Qigong and Tai Chi. So even before I got into Reiki, I noticed just doing doing deep breathing exercises can activate the energy in your hand, or what they would call the Ligong point in the palm of your hand. So yeah, this is my daughter over there. She chilling, but yeah, take some time for yourself, y'all. It's important. Important to do the inner cleansing, so you can be more of a happier person, man. You don't have to walk through this life in a place of anxiety or fear or hatred or anything like that. And a lot of that comes from your own inner work. Things could be chaotic outside of you, but that doesn't mean that could have an effect on you and dictate how you're supposed to live. All right, so do your inner work so you could become a better person. You know what I mean? So one love. Peace.